is where our music pops in.
Yeah. This. Yeah.
Frog Splash Podcast.
It's the new official terrible intro song. I'm totally using that.
That's our Frasier-esque intro. So welcome to the Frog Splash Podcast. Once again, I'm Adam.
And I am Alex.
And as you can see by the lack of people in the room, just like the WWE current roster, we are hurting for commentators today. In fact, everybody forgot that Fastlane was tomorrow, just like everybody in the WWE universe did as well. So, everybody will be back. Mario said he'll be back. Vaughn will be back. Maybe, I think, might still be in the bathroom.
Still.
Jesse is at a Carly Rae Jessep concert. He told me that in confidence, so don't tell him I told y'all.
In confidence.
And Darrell is also out of town. So, with that being said, today should be nice and breezy. To start us off, just so you know, we are actually playing, but we want to play the whole intro for it. WCW versus NWO Revenge. One of my favorite games that I've ever had for the N64. So we're going to play the whole intro for y'all while we start breaking this down between Alex
in its glory
and myself. So we have Fastlane tomorrow.
Fastlane. Are we excited? Are we excited for WrestleMania? Because this is our last go before.
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I was excited on SmackDown when they announced I had 46 days left until WrestleMania.
That was pretty sweet.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
That was some good stuff.
Yeah, I was excited when I was watching NXT and they said 47 days until WrestleMania because I didn't watch.
Which is funny because they shot it on the same
day.
On Tuesday. But because one is premieres on Wednesday.
Good thing they didn't get the package wrong and put it on the wrong day. That'd be too good.
Embarrassing. So before we get into the card, because from what I can see, there's not a lot going on with this card for tomorrow. Let's just talk for a moment. It's been a while. It's just the two of us. We don't have the rest of our brood. The rest of our flock.
I'd rather us be the flock.
Clique, as you could say.
Too sweet.
Yeah. It's just us. Us and the mic. And our fans.
And our fans.
Right?
Oh, yeah. And this amazing intro with the Konnan right there.
Oh, my God.
So good.
Oh, rest in peace, Roddy Piper.
Ultimo Dragon.
Ultimo Dragon.
One of the best at what he does, which is Cruiserweight. Ooh, let's talk about that for a moment. They have a new Cruiserweight tournament that they're going to be premiering on the WWE Network. It's supposed to be like 10 weeks long. Have you not heard about this?
No, I have not heard about
this. This is for real.
Yeah.
They're going to get a bunch of Cruiserweight type talent people to wrestle on its own like little showcase that's going to be on the WWE Network. And it's going to be weekly.
Superstars 2.0?
That, but
just cruiserweights?
Correct, but they're not like showcasing them as vanilla midgets. They actually are going to showcase them as like people who are good at their craft. Neville's definitely going to be there.
He's like the only one you can put out there right now. Besides your United
Can Sin
States
Cara be in it at least?
champion,
Like, come on. Kalisto drops the belt. Spoiler, in order to be in this tournament.
Sin Cara? Number 2. Remember.
They're going to get, dude, Super Dragon's going to be
there.
there.
I didn't see this. Where did you read this?
This is for real stuff.
No.
This is the real life. Or is it just Destiny?
You're sourcing me out right now, and I don't...
Dude, I will review the tapes.
I'm going to set up a Royal Rumble-style match here.
Let's set it up at Starrcade, because that is the Super Slam of all WrestleManias.
It's true, Starrcade. That was the best.
Yeah.
We'll do individual people. Let's do 40 people, see how long that takes us.
Yeah.
Present in order. If you just a heads up, if you guys have a game you want to see us play, old school wrestling game, just let us know. We have most of them.
Most of them.
I saw an ECW game we could have bought the other day.
I got some games over here.
Yeah, we got tons of games. So, just let us know. You know what? I'm gonna play as Raven.
Dang, going ECW.
What about?
It's my turn.
What about Raven?
I gotta get that zoom in, that close up of his face. I didn't know I could do that. You know what? I'll go with the flock as well. Kidman, who shows up at the end, who ended up being just as big as Raven, I would say, in the WCW.
Well, I would say bigger because of what he does after the fact, because he's now still an official.
Oh, you're right.
And Raven was being groomed as a showrunner, and then he swiftly got stomped. And that's why he left.
Yeah.
That's that. So we're going to let all these intros play through. It gives us a little bit more time to sit down and talk. I've been watching these new promos for all of the new stuff that's coming out. Vince McMahon and all of
the collections?
Everything that's coming out on WWE Network this next quarter.
I haven't been watching enough because you didn't see anything about the Cruiserweight.
But that's the one I didn't see. I've been still excited over a year. I've been waiting for this camp.
Oh my god, the camp show.
And I'm going to still wait.
Yeah. It's going to be so good.
I think the biggest highlight for me for Fastlane is going to be the Edge and Christian.
Oh, the Edge and Christian show, yeah. I'll tell you, I don't know if I've brought it up enough on the podcast yet, but during the time that Edge and Christian were wrestling, they were definitely heels to me in real life because I did not like them. They were going against my boys, the Hardy Boys, and I didn't like it. And I always hated them. And when I go back and I watch them, I like their stuff. I think they're pretty darn funny. I think this show's going to showcase that even more to me because I didn't get to like them back then.
Alex is trying to keep kayfabe right now because he actually really hates Edge.
Dude,
so
Edge.
I don't hate either. I just don't like that Christian had a run as the heavyweight champion solo.
Yeah.
And it was it's kind of weak.
I'm not going to go back and watch that time
It was
frame.
weak, and it was nothing compared to what Edge did for the program. Mm-hmm. So, Edge all along, you Canadian-loving man, I didn't like you because I love Lita, but you goofed that up yourself. But you got yourself a good one there with Beth Phoenix.
Oh, Beth Phoenix, yeah.
So, I love Beth Phoenix. The glam is on, got the little crown, and everything's bedazzled and bejeweled and ready to go, for sure, 100%. So, before we go right to this card, I want to bring up something that I asked my cousin earlier, and he actually didn't even know. Who is getting this Vincent J. McMahon what was it?
Memorial Crystal?
Award. Yeah, well, who's getting that?
Do we know exactly what the stipulations to get it is?
Nobody knows jack squat. My cousin asked me if it was for shoot or if it was for kayfabe.
Oh.
And I had no answer idea for him because they just keep holding it as this prestigious award that I have no idea what it's about.
Yeah.
So mine could easily be that it's Vince McMahon because
that's going to get it?
Who else would create an award and give it to himself in the first?
That would be so good.
That's a Vince McMahon type thing to do.
Vince McMahon. I love
if anything, it could be corporate style. It could be Stephanie doing it for Triple H, which they gave him the belt. Why would they not give him this? Hey, did we leave the...
it's on hard still.
Oh, no.
That is why they are now turning all of our moves around.
40-man tag team, 40-man battle.
We are going to get thrown out now.
It's going to take some time here.
But yeah, I really don't know. If in the comments, if you want to tell us who you think is going to get it and what it's for and who it's for before it happens.
I had a theory, and might be a far-fetched theory. I have a feeling that it's actually going to be The Undertaker.
Ooh,
as he comes out, because I don't think he's going to show up tomorrow. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
If he doesn't show up tomorrow, he comes out to get the award.
Someone's going to heel on,
and
right?
Somebody interrupts it. Somebody stops it. Someone can't believe it. Someone says they're better.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
And that man is Kevin Owens. Not just kidding. He's already in. He's already going to be there.
The rumor I heard is it's going to be somebody... No, it's going to be somebody who's not on the roster. That gets to wrestle him.
It's going to be The Rock?
I would see it. I just don't... I think...
If you're
I don't know.
I like that. I mean, that's a good idea. I mean,
it depends on how much in shape Undertaker is right now.
Mm.
And from what I read, he's in very good shape.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it. He's got it going Boston Nova.
Yeah. Did you have anything to add before we go right into the card?
No, I think you're 100% right. It's probably going to be Undertaker. He's done his last Survivor Series. He wasn't at Royal Rumble and everything like that. Yeah. If it's not him, then I really don't even know what they're going to be doing. But I can definitely see that. But yeah, I'd say it's time to get into the. Thank you. I'd say it's time to go into the dark matches and then into the card for this year's Fastlane, or should I say, Eva Marie Red Everything Lane.
Eva Marie, I know you're not going to watch this, and that's okay. I just want to say that we both saw your Instagram post about you in silver.
Dude,
go
silver.
Good.
You got to go silver.
Oh my gosh, girl.
If you went silver, you'd no longer be heel to me.
You look good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what Jonathan is telling you, which is your husband manager.
Husband manager.
Your humminger? Husbanger?
Husbanger. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I just... Go silver, I like it.
Go silver!
What's good?
It's the year of silver. We know that.
The year of silver. That's not right at all.
Who knows, man?
Dude, you are in danger. Your life is in danger, bro.
Nah, dude. I'm Billy Kidman. Like, people thought I was in danger because no one was giving me any belts, and then I became what I am today.
European champion.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Enough of that. So let's get into this dark match, the pre-show, which I will watch without you tomorrow. I'm not going to start that over. I don't think that's fair for all of us.
I think you're right. I will put it on the network.
Is he pinning me? In a...
Whew! I did get TKO'd in a dark match before we turned this on, though, to lose the Royal Rumble. So I guess anything can happen.
I did knock you out there.
Yeah, I'll just watch it on the network on the way there, I guess. Put it on 2x mode to go fast so I can get through it before I get to your house.
I'll wait.
Nah, it'll be fine. Let's talk about it, at least. We'll talk about if I want to watch it or not. Right?
That's true. So to start off the night, we have Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio. In a best 2 out of 3 pinfalls.
I didn't even know.
It's not even pinfalls, right? It's just falls, right?
Yeah,
because you can
falls.
submit and
count outs and all that. I actually didn't know it was a 2 out of 3 falls until you just told me that.
I had to watch.
I forgot.
I had to watch SmackDown in order to find that out.
Your dog made you?
Yeah, my dog Jackson loves SmackDown.
He loves SmackDown.
He loves it. It's like his favorite.
Awesome.
Is that Maya Inca Boy? I'm pretty sure that's what that hombre's name is.
Oh yeah, with the tattoos.
Yeah.
Looking like A-Train.
Are you doing okay over there?
Or what was A-Train's name whenever he had all the tattoos, the fake tattoos?
A-Train?
Prince Albert.
Oh,
Tanaka. Every time.
I don't remember. He looked like this dude right here with the executioner style, though.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, back on track with this Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio gimmick we got going on here. Alex, why do we have this match so early? Why is this the pre-show match? I don't get it. It's a championship, right?
Yes.
All right. So what are we doing here?
So we had big match John Cena with the belt before Alberto Del Rio won it in a pretty terrible match if you consider it against any of the matches that he had, kind of touting it as the TV title, doing the open challenge every week. I think that even if you put it against the Ziggler match that he had, like John Cena versus Ziggler, that was a better match than John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio. But since then, it's gone away from its former glory that John Cena was giving it. Not to say it can't come back, because it definitely will. But Kalisto, Love him. I think he's going to do great as a tag team high flyer. He might even be a part of that Cruiserweight tournament. I just tapped out somehow in a Royal Rumble, and now I get to be Konnan, who is my favorite. But they just kind of don't know what they want to do with the United States title right now. And they have a lot of great people in that mid-card range that are just not getting utilized at all, which is a little bit sad for it. But I don't know. They don't care about the U.S. title right now, and that's why it's in the dark match. And it's been a long time since I've seen something like that happen. It's super weird.
I actually believe it's because Alberto Del Rio was hurt.
Oh, yeah.
It's easier to maybe say, hey, it's in the pre-match, and he's too hurt to compete, and then we don't have it. And then it's easier for them to kind of sweep it under the rug.
Oh, if they don't do it, or if he kind of just, wusses out. It's not wuss out, because he's still, he's awesome. I loved him as El Patron and Lucha Underground. But, yeah, if he doesn't end up finishing the match, maybe they can do that as well. Okay.
That's my theory behind it. But either way, I think it doesn't really matter. I have Kalisto winning it. It doesn't make sense for us to start switching it up again. We've kind of taken a big old dump on this U.S. title.
Yeah. And
I hate to say that because John Cena has worked. He worked really hard for it.
Yeah.
And it's hard, right? Everyone can't be John Cena. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
Not everyone can do that with the title.
No one can shrug off beatdowns like that.
In fact, just to remind ourselves, I did watch last year's Fastlane last night and actually fell asleep when I was watching it. But they reminded me I actually got to see King Barrett, not even King Barrett, Bad News Barrett.
Bad News Barrett. With the title?
With the title.
With the title.
And he was taking on... Was it Dean Ambrose.
Oh.
The Lunatic Fringe.
Was it a good match?
No, it was not a good match at all.
To think that it was not a good match and you have Dean Ambrose...
It doesn't even matter because all you did was put it in a ladder match at WrestleMania after that.
Yeah.
So if I've learned anything from Fastlane in the first title matches, it's not going to matter. They'll probably turn it into a ladder match for WrestleMania. So my bold prediction is that WrestleMania XXXII 32
WrestleMania Texas Star
it will be a ladder match for the United States Championship.
Illuminati, it's confirmed. You did it. That's right there. Those are the triangles that are pointing us to the top.
Yeah. With
those predictions. So this match, Kalisto for sure. You're not going to give it to someone who's injured if that's what's going on with it. Let's go on to when the actual Fastlane starts and Eva Marie puts both of those checkered flags down.
I guess let's start with, from where I'm going to read here, I'll just read up here. Kane, Ryback, and Big Show versus the Wyatt family.
So that's what they were. So I saw it as the Titans on another one of these pages. So the Titans are Kane, Ryback, and Big Show then.
Right.
Because that threw me off for a little bit.
The old gods.
The old gods.
No, that's what
they were saying on the promo.
Yeah, so the Wyatt family, their whole promo this last couple of weeks have been talking about out with the old, in with the new, the gods. They were beaten down. They waged the war. Their time is over. And it's very clear that that's who they're talking about. Big Show and Ryback or Cryback. And
he's not even a part of that group.
No,
I know I don't love the Big Show right now, but he was the Nat. And he was another big player for a long time. Ryback is not in that caliber. He might be big, but...
Well, I think what they're referring to is not just the fact about how big he is. I think it just got knocked out. Are you kidding me?
TKO'd by Reese? By Reese Witherspoon?
I had a full bar of health.
But you are La Parka, and there aren't very many people that get to come to a Royal Rumble with a chair. That's pretty awesome. So you were saying not...
I don't remember, bro. I'm too busy in...
Doesn't matter. Kane, Ryback, and the Big Show versus the Wyatts. Is this a tornado tag team or what?
I don't think it matters. I think you have the Wyatts winning.
The Wyatts winning? Okay.
I mean,
with any kind of stipulation, is it going to be a DQ? Is everything going to go black and they're going to bloodbath someone?
Big Butt Strongman is probably, in my opinion, he's probably just going to like put everyone to sleep.
And then they turn off all the lights.
Yeah, turn off all the lights.
And then the fireflies come out again.
Never to be found again.
Never.
For a moment there, I thought I was Rey Mysterio Jr., which I was wondering why it wasn't working, but I was the Parka.
Turns out it was user error.
A lot of sense.
Since this is just a random team that they're putting together, storyline-wise, you need to put the Wyatts over to have anyone care about him wrestling in a WrestleMania match, correct? Like, if any of those lose, they still are cool. Like, they're fine. Like, no one cares.
I think we're good here because I think it sets up what I've been reading as Big Show versus Braun Strowman at Mania.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not going to be great, but I am the Ultimo Dragon. But I'm fine with that match as well.
It may not be great, but if anyone could get Braun Strowman over about his same size, it's going to be Big Show.
I like it.
From the Royal Rumble, pretty much when he told him, hey, you need to flip me out of here, he was already calling shots, and Braun looked like he was doing a good job of listening.
Yeah.
And so that means he can take direction, and to me, that's super important.
Yeah.
So.
That's awesome. Cool. So.
I got the Wyatts going over.
I think the Wyatts
what
as
do you
well.
have?
I think the Wyatts.
Yeah.
I know we're saying the same things right now, but there will be times where we're going to diverge. That's for sure going to happen, because there's someone that this guy loves that comes up later on in the card that I hate.
Chris Jericho?
Chris freaking Jericho.
We will not segue into that
match yet, because it is going to be a good time.
It's not fair for anybody to segue.
Yeah.
However, I will segue because we're going to go championship, non-championship, all the way down the line there. That makes a little bit more sense in my mind.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the Becky Lynch and Sasha tag team versus Team Bad.
Okay.
What are your takes on it?
I love Sasha Banks right now. She is awesome, and this match is going to show to everyone that doesn't know yet that she is as awesome as she is, and why people are yelling, we want Sasha over and over again. But with the caveat of Team Bad, I hope it's a good match. I want it to be a good match. I want them to get enough time for it. I want them to get their spots. I don't want it to be like a spot show, but I want them to get their time for their spots as well, and build a storyline towards a number one contenders, maybe like a dark match in WrestleMania with a lot of them besides Sasha Banks, who I think is going to be in the WrestleMania match. But yeah, that's my take on it. I would say it's definitely going to be Becky Lynch and Sasha winning it.
Yeah, I think it's time. I don't know. I'm just not a big Tamina fan.
Yeah,
I really like Naomi or Trinity. If you watch Divers, and I watch that now. So Jesse's not the only one that can report on that. I can report on it now too.
Thought I was gonna have to get my brother in here.
Yeah, but
for the Diva report.
Honestly, I don't know. I like Becky Lynch. She's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
I just racked you. I didn't mean to.
No big deal.
And that's just all I have to say. Like, I want Becky Lynch to get the pinfall. She won't. It'll be Sasha.
Yes, for sure.
It'll be Sasha over Trinity. If there's going to be anybody that's going to get it. So.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
That's what I'm predicting here.
Okay. I like it. It's going to be a great match. I hope it's a great match. It could be a really good match if they give them the time.
I agree.
Cool.
Watch this move. Oh, it's just a DDT. Never mind.
Still cool, though. Looked good.
Moving this on fairly quickly. Let's go from one Divas match to the next. Okay. No. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
We go with Charlotte, who's obviously being valeted by her father, with her father.
Mm-hmm. Ric Flair.
Versus Brie Bella.
Do you want me to start again on this one?
You know what? I'll give my take on it.
Okay.
This match kind of developed out of nothing. I'm gonna let my character die here because it's a touching point for me. Right? So I'm a huge Bryan Danielson fan. I cried for 25 minutes.
Dude, they got me early on it.
Every day I've seen it at work. When they posted his interview on ESPN. All of it. Also, shame on you, Coachman, for asking a question that we already knew the answer to. Daniel Bryan's favorite moment. When they occupied Raw back in Seattle. And his dad got to see him wrestle before he passed away.
Like he already said
they
that.
made that very clear.
Yeah.
And then you asked him the same question the night before. So, Coachman, I'm calling you out, bro.
Calling him out.
Do some work here, bro. Dude, doing the surfboard?
So, I love that. I'm glad you brought it up. But, what does that got to do with...
No,
with
sorry.
Your girl
This
Brie,
takes us,
with your girl
this takes
Brie.
us right... And I just got eliminated by Rey Mysterio Jr.
So you got eliminated from Rey Mysterio Jr.?
Let's go Inferno.
Yes.
So that takes us into what I feel. I don't want it to be true. That they are maybe giving Brie this push because it's her last push.
Yeah.
I know that she already talked on Good Morning America that her and Daniel are ready to start a family and that her retirement would be coming soon. But does that sully or cheapen the title if we change it right now and not wait until Mania? And I feel that if anyone was going to do it, it was like WWE would do this.
Am I too cynical to think that the only way Brie would be getting it is if Vince McMahon talked to her and Bryan Danielson before he left and said, "Hey, we know that you want to, go and you want to, start your family and things like that. And if you don't end up coming back, do you want one more chance to be champ before you leave?" And she said, "Yes." If that happens, that's the only way I can think of it. Because I don't think she's that way. I don't think she's gonna win it, and I think she's just gonna go on her way. I think if she does, it's just because Vince asked do you want to get it one more time before you leave?
That can be the only thing it can be, right? If she gets it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we've completely... I don't know.
Because it's just no storyline. They created the storyline on Monday, which is a pretty good storyline, and I actually liked it.
With a little bit more time, I think it could have
Yeah,
worked,
they
right?
needed way more time if they were really going to make it something. And it shouldn't happen at Fastlane either.
And it sure as heck isn't going to happen at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's going to happen on SmackDown. No, I think that Charlotte wins it. I think if Charlotte does win it, it's going to be a weird match because we know that Charlotte wrestles stiff, and I don't think she's going to be able to be stiff like she is with other people with Brie. I think early on, Brie's going to give her that eye, that look like, yo, girl, we cannot be doing this. This is not cool,
I agree. I like Brie Bella. She's actually, to me, one of the most attractive divas that's out there.
That paleontologist diet.
That vegan
Vegan lifestyle
that she lives on. That's what it's all about, I guess,
Yeah.
For some people. Not me. I can't be like, I gotta have meat.
No.
Gotta live it.
You need meat, is what you would say? You'd say you need it?
Need it. I would say
Cool.
meat on the table.
So what's your... What?
Charlotte. I got Charlotte winning.
Charlotte as well. Okay.
Good call out. I actually didn't say. I was trying to stay as neutral as possible. In the instance.
You were hoping that if Brie heard that you were talking about her, she wouldn't be like, "Oh, well, he picked Charlotte, and now he wants my autograph at Access."
Look, I want your autograph anyways, because I love your husband.
You need to get one of
follow
her...
you on Instagram.
You need to get one of her pop vinyl Funkos signed if you're going to get a signature from her.
I saw...
You got to buy that first.
There's a WWE exclusive Funko Pop with Brie and Nikki, a two-person one that was signed. And it was going for $700 on eBay.
Dude, you can make that.
It was a limited edition.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
That's neither here nor there.
It's kind of cool. Maybe our fans are into that.
Two Divas
We don't know our
matches.
fans yet.
2 Divas matches. We don't have Paige.
No Paige.
We don't have Natty.
Nope, no Natty. God, I wish they would bring back Natty. Just get to see her every once in a while when she wrestles those Diva show matches.
Thursday on SmackDown.
Yeah.
That match was interesting. Alright, so that takes us to your boy, the phenomenal one.
The phenomenal.
AJ Styles. And your not so favorite, Chris.
Don't ever finish that guy's name in my apartment. You might as well walk yourself out of here.
Unless I say Jericho.
Yes, Jericho.
You said that one's okay.
It's fine.
Say Jericho. Are you getting pinned?
I'm gonna get pinned. I look like I drank a whole pint of Jericho.
At least you're Perry Saturn.
Dude, Perry Saturn for life, though.
Yeah, for life. Just
for life.
So, did you watch SmackDown? Or did you not watch it?
I didn't.
I feel like I'm the only one that watched it this week.
Yeah, you were the only one that watched it this week.
I wonder. Oh, because I was sick.
That's why.
I was like on my deathbed this week. So if I'm a little under the weather, cough-wise, guys, I'm sorry. It's still a little here.
You didn't set the right expectations. You didn't bring that up at the beginning.
Yeah, that's my fault, but you can hear it, so.
So now you know.
Well, you didn't know? Well, your road dog better call somebody.
You better.
So on Thursday, we were supposed to get the answer if Chris Jericho.
Oh, if he was gonna say yes or no to the match. Or no. Yeah.
So it gets interrupted. It gets interrupted by Miz. Miz is like, I don't care. I'm gonna wrestle you, Chris Jericho. And so it doesn't matter. Chris Jericho beats the crap out of the Miz. Like everybody beats the crap out of the Miz.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Except for the box office.
The Miz, like you headlined WrestleMania.
You headlined WrestleMania.
You headlined it.
Him and
Alex Riley.
Alex Riley, who's in NXT right now, fighting for his life.
God, I hate Alex Riley. That's a different story. It's neither here
for another day.
There.
And so another show.
He finally beats the Miz, and it wasn't a very tough match. And he asked for AJ Styles to come out, and Chris Jericho says, "No, I'm not gonna wrestle you because that's what you want."
Trying to be heel.
Yeah, trying. And AJ Styles is like, "Whatever, dude. You're a chicken." Pretty much calling him big old chicken.
Yeah.
And of course,
G-rated,
Chris Jericho took
going
the bait.
real PG.
Of course, Chris Jericho took the bait.
Yeah.
And he did it.
He said yes.
There you go. They're gonna wrestle.
So that was what sets up this match.
That's what sets up this match. The rubber match.
The rubber match. Okay, so AJ Styles is awesome, and I've been watching some of his matches in New Japan. I've been watching some of his matches from TNA.
He just got knocked out?
Shh, don't talk about it. Don't talk about the Rings of Saturn. They have never flown over to Venus or anything like that. They're still there. So AJ Styles, man, in my books, you are a phenomenal wrestler, and he's definitely gonna win this match. I mean, when is Jericho gonna get out of here? Like, I know you're loving that he's back. He can do some fun stuff with promos. New Day. There's not even New Day on this card. I just realized.
No, they are actually
not gonna wrestle until
New Day is gonna be in the pre-show on the Edge and Christian Peep Show.
Oh, it's like a live thing. Okay. Anyways, I like it. I'm cool with it. That's fine. AJ Styles is gonna win. I want Chris Jericho to not wrestle anymore, and he's fine to stay for a little while doing promos. That's fine.
Jesse said a couple of weeks ago that Chris Jericho had already said that he was not going to be at Mania.
Okay.
So I have AJ Styles winning this.
For sure.
Chris Jericho puts him over as, true fashion that Chris Jericho can do. He can do it. And I hope that they learn to sync their chemistry a little bit better from match 1. And match 2 was a lot better than match 1.
Yeah.
But I hope this one to pull out all the stops. So I want to see the AJ splash, or Styles splash, what do they call it? Right? I want to see the walls of Jericho. I want to see all of it.
Yeah.
I want to see a lion salt.
I want to see an armbar.
Old school lion salt. I want to see an armbar.
Armbar at least.
Arm drag.
Armbar.
Maybe another armbar.
Yes.
calf crusher. You're gonna see the calf crusher. That's a thing now.
Hashtag calf crusher.
That's AJ Styles' move.
Oh yeah.
I didn't make that up.
I forgot.
That's a little thing.
Yeah, I forgot.
It looks kind of dumb, but whatever.
That's the flippy one into the move, right?
Yeah. It's like a weird roll.
It's very similar to
Which one are you?
Chavo.
Okay, good. I just saved you.
Or whichever Guerrero is in there right now.
Is that Eddie? He's got a mustache.
Forgot.
Long hair.
It's very similar to Nakamura, how he does his armbar. He like does this crazy awesome flip into it. So it's very New Japan with that calf crusher. I didn't know that was the name of it.
Also, Alberto Del Rio does with his armbar.
He like does a full-on flip in the air while he's holding onto their arm.
Yeah, that's what Alberto Del Rio does.
I'll have to review the tapes.
That's what he does, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, anyways.
So do you think that AJ Styles or Chris Jericho is going to win this?
I said AJ Styles.
Of course you. I made you say it again.
Okay.
That was the point.
I don't know what this sets up AJ Styles for Mania. I doubt it's Undertaker. That doesn't seem like a very smart move. For the WWE Universe, the writers, you don't have anything there. Don't do it.
You don't... Oh, what?
Right? Don't do it.
Don't.
There's not enough to...
Correct. Do not do it. You are making... Because Undertaker has to lose. You are not making WWE look good if you have the king of TNA come out and beat your main guy that you've had for 25 years.
Right. Maybe definitely not like that.
Yeah. I think it's going to be more like AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens, honestly.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. They teased it at Royal Rumble if you go back and review the tapes.
Yeah, they teased Kevin Owens with Sami Zayn as well, so...
yeah.
So...
Maybe triple threat match.
No, I'm tired of these Sami Zayn triple threat matches.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. You're about to have another one in Dallas.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
So that's a good segue actually into our Intercontinental Championship match, which your newly crowned Kevin Owens, who wins it on a Monday night for no reason.
Kevin Bat Dad the Bully Owens wins it.
I just don't get it. Like,
why am I not rope breaking?
There's no rope breaks.
Oh.
We changed the settings.
There also is no pinfall in a Royal Rumble.
Can we get out of the ring?
No, we can only go above it. We've never been able to go under. Oh, or we could. Remember I did that move where we go under. Oh!
Jump down.
I can't.
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're getting sidetracked. This game is actually
it's really fun.
A lot more fun than I remember.
It's really fun. I wanted to get something from out there. Oh, that sucked. That was so anticlimactic, so I'm just going to lay here. I'm just going to plank here for a while. So, Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. The reason why we went off on a tangent is because, honestly, this is probably going to be one of the bathroom matches, which I feel bad for. Because honestly, I would like to see it be a really good match because Ziggler's a good worker. Kevin Owens can make people look really good even when he's winning. But we've seen this match all too often recently for your boy Zigzag. Just losing it just to get other people over.
He's not going to win it. He's actually probably being punished for like trying to make out with Nikki Bella. And so Vince McMahon was like, let's punish him. Let's make him be the new age jobber.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, that makes a lot more sense. That sounds like something Cena would do.
The new age jobber.
You guys love John Cena. I love John Cena. He's kind of a jerk though sometimes. He has this way about him. So
yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that. I think that's an accurate statement. I think that's very fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have Kevin Owens winning this.
Yep.
I think it'll be a good. I agree now that it could be a good Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles match for Mania.
Yep.
Where do you go from here, Dolph Ziggler? You've lost it all, like again.
Oh,
Hey,
I have to be Chris Jericho. No, this is the worst day of my life.
You should have picked him to win.
How do I get out of here? How do I get out? Someone punch me. So that sets us up for the number 1 contenders match of Fastlane, the final match. Well, I'm Goldberg.
God.
That's awesome.
I have so many mixed feelings about this match.
So Brock Lesnar the Beast Incarnate, versus Roman Reigns, the remaining member of the Shield, and the other one that doesn't wear any Shield stuff anymore, Dean Ambrose. He's a part of an asylum now. He's getting a rehab from the Shield right now.
We have to also remember, which I'm going to go with my prediction first.
Okay.
Who wins? I have Dean Ambrose winning this.
Dean Ambrose winning.
Your prediction before we go into semantics?
You know what sucks? We called every match the same. Like,
you have Dean Ambrose also?
Okay, here's the thing. I have Dean Ambrose because that's what I read on the rumor sites. But you know what? Sometimes the rumor sites are not right. Let's do this. Wouldn't it be cool to see Brock Lesnar versus Triple H?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm going to pick Brock Lesnar, and I can make a case for it. So I'll let you go first on why you think that Dean Ambrose is going to win. We'll go back to me, and then you can finish off why again.
So I think if we go into this bigger picture, right? My cousin and I were talking earlier today, and shout out to Chris. He was saying that they actually book WrestleMania a year out. That the moment that WrestleMania is over, the writers write who's going to be main event next year, and they work backwards.
Oh, okay.
They Fastlane, Royal Rumble, blah 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 blah.
And sometimes they don't get to the beginning again fast enough.
Yeah, because somebody.
That's why we have stupid stuff happen in between.
Dumb stuff happen. Right? And so by the time you actually get to Survivor Series, everyone's hurt, and so you don't have anyone to book.
Yeah.
So his prediction was that it was going to be Roman Reigns because of that.
Yes.
Okay. I don't agree with that. I mean, Jim Ross apparently has said that in a podcast, and I respect Jim Ross 100%, and I love everything that Jim Ross does. To me, they were able to change and turn around who was going to win the Royal Rumble in the moment that they took Roman Reigns out based off of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I think this huge fan base has really gotten into Dean Ambrose, and they're really going to give him a chance to see if he can be a contender during the match. I do think something is going to happen in the middle of the match that's going to determine...
The crowd is going to determine who's going to actually go over? Ooh.
That's what I think.
That's kind of exciting that we've been hearing that lately, that's like a thing. I like that.
Where is this event at? It's in
Michigan? I don't know.
It's not in Ohio, right? That's where SmackDown was.
Actually, my bad. It's right here.
Cincinnati, right?
It is in Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, that brings a whole slew of things now that I think about it. Do you know whose home St. Louis is?
It is not Brock Lesnar because he went to Minnesota University. Shout out to the University of Minnesota. But you hear voices in your head? Is that Randy Orton?
I don't see him making any appearance. I think he's still legitimately hurt.
Yeah. They don't put him as the guest referee for this match?
No. Something has to happen where either Roman Reigns gets dragged backstage again, and we determine... If Roman Reigns gets dragged backstage, I can guarantee you it's going to be Ambrose.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, it could very well be Roman Reigns. I have a feeling, personally, that it's not Brock Lesnar, because I feel like Brock Lesnar's Royal Rumble... his WrestleMania presence is going to be Wyatt-based.
Okay. Are you excited about that?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Could make you excited by then. You got 4 weeks.
If Bray Wyatt
40
is
something
still
days
talking about the Titans, then yes, because ain't nobody bigger
than the Beast.
than the Beast incarnate.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's my personal take on that. So I have Dean Ambrose actually winning this match, and I'm kind of excited for it. I don't... There's going to be interference. There's always going to be interference. I just...
We'll talk... I'm going to bring up my point, and then I'm going to give you a last point to finish it off with a nice question.
Hey, stop trying to grab me.
Oh, you're Big Papa Pump. I need to. So, Brock Lesnar, he's the Beast. We all know this. A Beast versus Legend match would be fantastic at WrestleMania. Legend as in Triple H, not as an Undertaker, unless you wanted to put him in randomly for a triple threat match. But Brock, he can take them all out. He's so much bigger than he can chokeslam both of them. He can F5 both of them at the same time. So I think that they give it to him. Whether or not he wins at Mania, I think it would honestly just be an awesome match to see Brock Lesnar versus Triple H. Also, I've never watched them wrestle. I should probably go back and find a good match between them. That would be fun. But here is my question to you. Dean Ambrose, midway through the match, we hear the crowd is roaring for Dean Ambrose, so we're deciding to give it to them. Does Roman Reigns get the cue to then turn heel finally during this match?
You're going to get a heel turn from one of the two.
From one of the two? Okay. Because they are all three babyface, technically, right now. Yeah, you're right.
You're going to get it. You have to have a heel turn this Sunday. And it has to be, I want to say, we've been teasing this Dean Ambrose heel turn for 2 weeks now. Maybe longer, probably.
Yeah, he was...
However, but because we're expecting that one, my personal opinion, if someone's going to turn heel, it's going to be Roman Reigns.
Needs to be.
Because you want to have the surprise element.
Yeah.
You don't want to have
the marks out there. We want to switch it up on those marks and make them realize they're not as smart as they think they are.
That's what I would say.
Okay. But
my cousin disagrees, and he's been around wrestling a lot longer than I have. So. He's like the Von Erich Junkyard Dog days. I just got down to tap.
Honestly, if Brock or Dean Ambrose win it, I'll be happy. But like I said, it'd be cool to see Brock and Triple H at that WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good. Do you have... overall, what is your pre-rating for this? You can set your bar low.
What we talked about, we made a pretty good Fastlane out of something that's pretty bad.
We made it pretty good.
We made it pretty... I give us like at least a B, if not a B+. We are B+ players.
Now, I do apologize once again for our attention span. The previous podcasts, I have not been playing. So I've been able to direct a little bit more, but with only two of us...
Hey, we've been getting it back on track, like one of us gets too far fetched.
Kudos to anybody that can play video games and talk a complete subject at the same time.
For an hour.
It is difficult. It is not easy.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah. I say this Fastlane's going to be a C+ at best, probably. C+?
I'd probably say C+. Yeah, that sounds about... Oh my god, my brother's about to go ape on me.
It happened. It definitely happened in real life. Well, cool. Well, take us out.
I'm gonna let Scott or Rick
You're gonna
Steiner.
let Rick Steiner take us out?
That's not his finisher.
That's not his finisher. He doesn't know how to use it, even though he's on hard mode. It's right here. He didn't do it. That's an anticlimactic finish, just like this Fastlane's gonna be.
Guys, thank you for bearing with us. Next time we're gonna have more of us, I promise, and we'll play a different game, even though it's like one of my favorite ones.
This is such a good game. Thank you for letting me play it again.
What will we play next time? We're probably like, I don't know. Oh, where did I put them? Oh, they're over there.
No, yeah. Oh, sweet. Warzone maybe. Tony Hawk Pro Skate. That's not. That's Smash Bros. No, Mayhem.
Oh yeah, I brought those because I wanted to play you later.
Nice.
I'm gonna go home now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's all I got here from the Frog Splash podcast. This is Alex. I'm Adam. Life's too sweet, guys. Take care.
Y'all have a good night.